Your endgame mating tactics swung a balanced game. Great finish. With this move, all your pieces are finally in action. Your opponent's position. Your better option was to activate a rook. This move left their pawn hanging. You won a pawn for free. They played the strongest. Your better option was to create a passed pawn. You get a chance to. You have a clear path to a forced checkmate. Just find the right moves. Their king steps away from. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. They move their king out of the check from your queen. Your move gets closer to checkmate. That was the only move. You had an opportunity to checkmate the king. Their king steps away. You had a check, capturing the checking knight. You captured that free rook. They stopped your attack by interposing a piece to. You calmly stepped the queen out of trouble. That was the only move. Good job, that's what I would have played too. A straightforward. Your move provides an escape square for your king. Decent move, but they had a better one. Yes, this is the way. They move their king out of the check from your queen. With the right follow-up moves, you can use a fork to win material. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. You had an opportunity to win a pawn through a fork. A clear recapture. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. This is the only move that works. This is the only good move. Uh-oh. Your rook was defended, but now it's hanging. There was only. They took your rook for. Nice, definitely the right move. That was the only move. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They move their king out of the check. Yes, this is the way. This is the only move that works. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. You had a chance to play something better. This move gives you the opportunity to win their pawn by moving to. Nice way to fight back from a worse position. They move their king out of the check. You didn't let that passed pawn become a problem. Nice job. They've improved the positioning. You step your king away from the checking queen. The game was close. This is the only move that works, and you found it. This move, they blocked the check. Nice, definitely the right move. Takes back. Very good choice. I like their choice. Well done, an excellent move. This move doesn't help their position at all. Nice idea. You connected your pawn. They exchanged pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. They are right on target. There was only one good move, and you found it. Gaining the king. Precise move from your. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you. They slipped up a bit. You take the opposition and restrict the enemy king. They played one of the best. You continue the checkmate attack. That was the only. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. They made one of the top. You continue the checkmate attack. I like their choice. Your opponent is lucky you did not spot the checkmate. They prevented you from being able to force eventual checkmate. Good job, that's what I would have played too. Their blockade slows your. Yes, this is the way. Your opponent had only one good move there. Nice find. You found the only move in this position. They are threatening to gain opposition to secure a draw. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. That was the only move. Your move gets closer to checkmate. They played the strongest move. You continue the checkmate attack. Their king steps away from the. You're still on the road to checkmate. They played one of the best. You continue the checkmate attack. They are right on target. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. They made one of the top. You're still on the road to checkmate. That was the only move. You continue the checkmate attack. I like their choice. You're still on the road to checkmate. That was the only move. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. That was the only move. Your move gets closer to checkmate. They played one of the best moves. You did it. Nice checkmate.